killing ourselves, and antibiotics and this chemotherapy and this
It's just chemicals,
they're all chemicals, and I feel like very, very, very goosebumps comes whenever in my siblings anyone can get sick. They get all the tablets, and I used to say side effects, introduction, this as the one who used to read.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I was very, very cautious about that. And on the other hand, my nana, my mother's father, was Hakim, herbalist. You call it herbalist.
Herbalist, yes.
But he was Hakim.
Hakim.
In India, in
Okay.
Delhi.
Is Hakim like a nickname, or his
Not
name was
Hakim,
Hakim?
no, herbalist.
Yes.
He got a shop.
Okay.
And my mother never used to give us antibiotic or tablet. We don't know what is thermometer. We don't know what is Panado and paracetamol and everything. You got flu. Okay, the whole bunch of all the herbs are getting boiled in the water, and each and every siblings are having that.
Oh.
We having this porridge with chicken and with all the whole ingredient of garam masala. Like, you know how you say now with very style, golden latte.
What? Golden what?
Starbucks is offering golden latte.
Golden latte.
What is golden latte? Golden latte is ginger, turmeric, and honey
Oh.
with milk.
And that's good for sore throats and your chest, isn't it?
Exactly. That's the thing. You can change the name, wrap. You can put anything with a nice wrap paper. You can
It's
wrap
still
it with
the
a
same
good. It's
thing,
still
yeah.
the same thing.
Yes.
Originate. And let me tell you one more information to my listeners, that chemical-based tablets only came, I think, 320 or 50 years ago.
Mhm.
That's all. What was people were doing so many years? They're all still alive. The centuries of
Yeah, our human race is still alive. Yeah,
Yes. So why? Because they know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I gave all the shifa in the things what I made already.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's seed, whether it's oil, whether it's fruits, it's dry fruits, herbs, patte, whatever.
Mhm.
And we all know that. We all know almond is good for eyes.
Carrot's good for eyes. Yes,
There are
yes.
so many things and it's amazing, Zahir. It's amazing if we just put our trust into these things, and what we get away from side effects. We get away from so many internal problems, and they like very normal, which I can have a program on that for the whole thing. Teenage pimple and acne.
Mm-hmm.
What we're doing? The minute mother see the daughter is having pimple and acne, straight away to the dermatologist.
Yeah.
What dermatologists are prescribing? Birth control.
But, oh yes, okay.
Birth control. Very, very small one is fine, and they are having it. And the skin is getting dry, and this. Alhamdulillah, is
But it's
sorting
messing
out
up your body, isn't it, with the hormones?
Exactly. And now what happened? It affects on your fertility.
Mm.
Not with everyone, 100%, but definitely so many people. It's giving you PCOS.
Yes, I've seen that a lot of people.
PCOS,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
the huge problem in the woman.
Mm.
So that's why I wanted to give advice to the mothers of teenagers, whether it's son, whether it's daughter. Please, whenever, this is very normal that your teenagers have acne and pimples, and because it's a hormone development and changes and everything, you have to control the diet. First of all, junk food, we all say chocolate and cold drinks and fizzy drink and everything. Give them home-based food, homemade food, and lots of water. And then you can use what I am giving on Zahir Vasa shows, and that is a beautiful remedy for the people who have acne. They can use at home. You don't have to come to anywhere. We get everything. Expressions got everything, but you can do it by yourself. And how are you going to do it? 1 tablespoon of neem powder,
Yes.
slingerberry leaves.
Is that what it's called?
Called neem.
Neem, yeah.
Right? Slingerberry. Neem's powder, 1 tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of mud mask. We call it multani mitti. Mud mask, multani mitti. And 1 tablespoon of jungle oat powder. You get jungle oat in the kitchen? Is it?
Jungle oats,
In the
yeah.
kitchen. Make powder, 1 tablespoon of that. And you can use 1 tablespoon of gram flour. Chana flour.
So the jungle oats must be finely. So you
finely.
you grind it further.
Yes.
To make it like a powder.
Powder.
Okay.
Rice flour, what we said? No, we said neem powder.
Neem powder.
And we say gram flour. We said jungle oat powder. And we say multani mitti.
What's that last
Mud
one?
mask.
Mud mask.
Yeah.
What's the mud mask?
Mud mask is like a clay mask. It's a
Right.
clay mask. You get everywhere clay mask bottle, this, but original clay mask.
Okay.
You can, and if you don't get clay mask, you can use sandalwood powder. If you don't get clay mask, and little bit, quarter teaspoon of wild turmeric, which is antibacterial. Mix all these powders, leave it in the nice glass bottle. Take 1 teaspoon mixed with the rose water and apply on the face.
Mm.
Let me tell you, thrice a week, if you'll apply on the pimples face, all your pimples will get
Smaller.
and shrink and dry.
Wow.
And regularly, the person who got pimples, he should get or she should eat carrots, yogurts, and sabja seed. Tukhmiriya.
Mm.
Sabja seed. All these things regular. What it does, it cools your system down. It cools your system down, and make sure the teenagers should not have constipation.
Mm.
That's very important as well. All these things when you do, and then you can have this neem soap. You can take the brand, that's fine. But this is, I'm giving you the genuine, you can make it and without any chemicals.
Mm.
No chemicals. Apply on your face and you see the side effects. No side effects.
Mm.
You're not getting any kind of problem. The daughter is not getting mood swing. And they literally say, oh, because I'm on tablets, that's why I'm having mood swings.
You said it.
Can you imagine? So that's how we have to work towards. Our direction is to get our, children, our progeny, like out of this poisonous chemicals. And I don't want that.
Because I was saying earlier before you arrived, I was saying if you wouldn't put it in your stomach or wouldn't put it in your mouth, then you shouldn't put it in your skin. Because that's what chemicals are at the end of the day. It's all in the creams, and they put this sort of aroma to make it smell nice, that lavender smell or that nice vanilla smell, and it seems like you want to eat it, but you don't want to, so you put it in your skin, and that's where all the chemicals get absorbed into the body. So just to reiterate what you said earlier, one of the sisters I've asked, can you please repeat the recipe for the pimples? So let me see if my memory serves me correctly. So you said the neem powder.
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon neem powder. You got your jungle oats powder, 1 tablespoon as well. One thing before that you said was
chana flour.
Chana flour, gram flour. Chana flour, gram flour, also tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
You got your
1 tablespoon of multani mitti, the mud mask.
The mud mask.
Yeah.
So that you can get any on Sparks Road. Some places on Sparks Road have it.
Yes.
And then
if not, I'm available.
I know. You're going to say that. I got. All right. And then you also said sandalwood.
If you don't have multani mitti mud powder, then you can use sandalwood powder. You will get very easily.
As an alternative.
Okay.
Sandalwood you can get, yeah.
Yeah. And then like a quarter teaspoon of turmeric.
Wild turmeric.
Wild turmeric. Better. You know why? Because that is antibacterial. We all know.
So is there a difference between normal turmeric and wild turmeric? What's it?
The normal turmeric, they have lots of mixing other ingredients as well. Wild one is the best one.
Okay.
Like original one. Proper one.
Yeah.
Use that like a quarter teaspoon, mix everything together, and you can do. I'm telling you, I am promising, I'm not running anyway. I'm in Melanson, I'm in Radio Lansar. So you people I'm giving you the bet for that as well. And then use a lot of cucumber salads in the daytime, yogurt, and
to cool the system down. So this ingredients that you're talking about, you make it into a paste and you apply it to your face
with the rose water
3 times a week.
3 times a week. Leave it on for 15 minutes.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, 15,
and wash with the water.
Yeah.
And that's all. And don't use too much of creams, because the oil-based creams aggravate the pimples as well. Right?
Do you use moisturizer?
Of course. I'm getting old. We have to use morning and evening moisturizer.
Is it a homemade one, or is it like a...
No, homemade one.
Homemade
moisturizer for the Zahir's program, the best remedy to take out your wrinkles and make your skin glow. 1 tablespoon of rice, any kind of rice, and 1 teaspoon of flaxseed. 2 things. 1 tablespoon of rice, 1 teaspoon of flaxseed, boil in 1 cup of water until it becomes like a gel. So after a few minutes, you'll see the gel is coming. Same time, strain it and take that gel, add few drops of vitamin E oil, and apply on your washed face. Zahir, I'm telling you, you will look like a Chaudhary ka chand. When you apply, leave it on 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just wash it out. I'm promising you, because you see flaxseed gel, rice gel, people talking about Korean skin. what they are using, rice flour, rice gel, rice this, flaxseed, this thing. So you can apply on your face, leave it on for 15-20 minutes, and you will see straight one application, amazing results. Your lines and your pores will be closed, and your lines will be diminished, and you feel like your dull skin will be
20
out.
years younger.
So what?
Subhanallah.
So what?
How's that one?
Very nice.
But I also heard, I don't know if you know, there's something new that people are doing in the mornings when they wake up for Fajr across the world as well. They say if you wake up early in the morning, you dunk your face into a bowl of ice water with ice, and you leave it for a couple of 30 seconds intervals. You put it for 30 seconds, you take it out, you have a break, and then you put it, and apparently if you do it daily, it tightens up the skin and it sort of strengthens your skin elasticity, and then it gives you no wrinkles.
The crow feet will be diminished.
Yeah, the crow feet, yes.
So what it does, it gives you a shock.
Yes.
A shock with the coldness of shock. And that is amazing results. And all the Bollywood, Hollywood people are doing that. And if you won't be able to do, one thing you still can do, you can put the ice cube in the face towel, wet it and apply on your face. It won't give you a shock, but it will definitely improve your skin. It closes your pores. But the people who have sinus problem, who have they very aggravate with cold very quickly, they have to be careful.
They never use the cloth with the ice in there.
Ice, because this weather is not good for that. They'll definitely get all the time.
You get sinus problem. Makes sense.
So that's what important. How and when to use as well, even the organic products. And now I wanted to give a beautiful remedy for the brightening. I think time is over. My
20 minutes flew like that. Allah.
I think 2 hours.
2 hours you need, huh?
Okay.
Well, what we'll do is we'll break for the 4 p.m. news with Eric Morning, and we'll come back. We'll conclude with the Sister Shagufta immediately after the news, and then we'll go straight to our next guest, Dr. Zahir Sakuria. So we got 2 minutes to sum it up. 100%. All right, now it's time for your news with Eric. Hi.
How's it going?
You good? Right, let's cross over now to the news.
An informative Islamic global perspective. This is Al Ansar News.
Making news this on the 25th of June, the news from Durban 90.4 FM, Pietermaritzburg 105.6 FM. Basic Education Minister says school safety initiative is not new. America Kimonina. The South African Democratic Teachers Union, SATU, and the KwaZulu-Natal Parents Association say there is nothing new in the government school safety initiative. Yesterday, Basic Education Minister Sivuwe Kwarube and the Police Minister Senzo Mchunu launched a campaign aimed at tackling violence in schools with the National Police. Police and schools will work together to ensure schools are linked to local police stations with a committee that will be responsible for ensuring that incidents are reported. SATU says a similar partnership was signed in 2011 and has been active since 2015. V. Gani from the KwaZulu-Natal Parents Association says some schools have already implemented such initiative. More news. The Jozini local municipality has confirmed that municipal workers will not be paid on time this month. The Northern KwaZulu-Natal municipality blames cash flow issues and 17 million rands in unpaid government debt. It says the financial crisis began in November last year and has taken a turn for the worse despite the use of an overdraft facility. The non-payment of salaries has led the EFF in KwaZulu-Natal to call on the Auditor General to launch a forensic audit of the municipality's finances. The party's spokesperson, Chris Msibi, who says they have notified staff, says that long-term mismanagement is to blame for the crisis. More news. The convener of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, Jack Hadebe, says the Mbathu Teller Bank will no longer be liquidated. Hadebe says the collective leadership of the ANC have engaged directly with the Minister of Finance. He elaborates.
the Minister of Finance was going to be issuing a guarantee for those depositors who have deposited monies below 100,000 rand. Now this decision that saves Ithala is that all depositors, regardless of the amount put there, are going to be saved. In other words, liquidation is off the table as we speak. The second question that you are raising, those are the next steps that now need to be taken, the practical steps that Ithala needs to undertake, for an example, to increase and fortify governance and internal controls, ensuring that there's a turnaround strategy, and also looking for strategic partners in order to ensure that Ithala is compliant with all banking and other regulatory requirements in terms of the Reserve Bank and the Prudential Authority.
More news. The Gauteng Department of Health has called for heightened vigilance following 2 recent incidents of infant abduction at public hospitals in the province. The first incident occurred in May at the Alexandra Community Health Center, where a 1-month-old baby was taken after the mother left the child with a stranger. The second incident took place on Monday at the Winnie Mandela Clinic, where a 3-day-old baby was abducted from a changing table by an unknown woman. The department says both babies were safely recovered. The department spokesperson, Motala Tale Modiba, says parents and caregivers should remain vigilant. And finally, international story now. President Masoud Pezeshkian says the United States of America and Israel are bent on sowing division among Muslim countries, in contrast to Iran's efforts to promote regional unity. Pezeshkian made these remarks during a phone call with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman yesterday. The remarks pertain to Washington and Tel Aviv's attempts at preventing regional cooperation on shared interests, such as support for the Palestinian rights, regional stability, and freedom from foreign intervention. The phone call comes after a 12-day Israeli war of aggression against the Islamic Republic backed by the US, resulting in the martyrdom of over 600 Iranians, including senior military commanders, nuclear scientists, and ordinary citizens. Pezeshkian says that Tehran would continue to assert its rightful entitlements in any diplomatic process that concerns the matter. Your financial indicators ran to the dollar 17 rands 79, the euro 20 rands 64, British pound 24 rands 20 cents. In your weather now, 29 degrees. A quick reminder of our top story: the South African Democratic Teachers Union, SATU, and the KwaZulu-Natal Parents Association say there's nothing new in the government school safety initiative. This comes as government or schools will be linked up with police stations in fighting crime. That's the news. We'll cross over now to Pietermaritzburg.
Making news in Pietermaritzburg on 105.6 FM. A violent power feud has erupted in Mbali Unit 1 over illegal electricity connections, leading to clashes amongst residents in Tehays Flats and FJ Sitole Road. Good afternoon, I am Huda Ahmed. The dispute began over alleged illegal connections in Tehays Flats that have been disrupting power supply and causing infrastructure damage for nearby households. Over the weekend, FJ Sitole residents reportedly located and burned an illegal cable, prompting confrontations from Tehays occupants. The conflict escalated into a physical altercation and left several people injured. Ward Councillor Zondi confirms that municipal meetings are being arranged to address the issue, warning residents that only Eskom is authorized to make electrical connections. And in other news, a high-profile criminal case in Pietermaritzburg has been postponed again as further delays impact the ongoing trial of the gang known as Imbandla. According to the trial, proceedings were deferred for the third time after one of the accused dismissed their lawyer. The defendants face charges including murder, armed robbery, rape, and firearm offences. Witnesses are reportedly under strain with concerns that ongoing delays could compromise their safety. The matter is now expected back in court on the 4th of August 2025. Taking a look at tomorrow's temperatures, Pietermaritzburg 4 to a high of 20, Newcastle 3 to a high of 18, and Escort 2 to a high of 15. For Al Ansar News, this is Huda Ahmed.
Looking to book your next holiday? Make your way to One Stop Travel and Tours. At One Stop Travel, we offer a wide range of holidays at the most competitive prices. Group tours, tailor-made holidays, cruises, transfers, accommodation, travel insurance, and car hire. Visit our website on www.onestoptours.co.za for our current Turkey specials, Mauritius school holiday deals, and Umrah packages. Choose from a multitude of pre-made packages. Visit one of our branches in Overport, Gateway, Musgrave Centre, Fordsburg, Westwood Mall, Pavilion Shopping Centre, Chatsworth, Phoenix, and Cape Town. Contact us today on 0860 109 500. One Stop Travel and Tours, your one-stop travel shop.
Come get our butcher's best for less at Checkers Foods Kawi Park. Enjoy certified halal butchery products like half lamb or lamb packs just $119.99 per kg. Chicken breast fillets just $69.99 per kilo. Deals valid until Sunday, June 29th, only at Checkers Foods Kawi Park. Butchery, bakery, and deli certified by the NIHT.
We're back. Assalamu alaikum. It is a social network. Lots of people are asking questions. A lot of people are giving me their sort of go-to meals. We'll talk about the meals a bit later. But very quickly, while we still have Sister Shagufta in studio with us, we got some questions being asked about, please repeat the quantity and method for the rice and the flaxseed mask for the moisturizer. Also, is there a quick remedy for eczema? Please repeat the ingredient for the once again. And then, so quickly, let's see what we can come up with.
1 tablespoon of rice, 1 teaspoon of flaxseed gel. Boil it in 1 cup of water.
And
Once you start with the gel start coming, and don't wait. Keep the strainer with you, because the minute you take the pot from the flame,
Stove, yeah.
so what happened? It will get thick. So straight away you can, and then the gel is there. In gel, it's up to you what you want to add. If you have really flaky skin in winter, you can use vitamin E oil normally, but you can use even yogurt.
Oh.
1 teaspoon of yogurt, make a nice whip paste, apply on your face, and leave it on 15-20 minutes, and it will work amazing. And let me tell you, if you have any kind of moisturizer which you are using, you can add this gel in that as well, and you can get the best result out of it, and for your wrinkles and everything.
So there we go. So for the quantity and method, she said 1 tablespoon of rice and 1 tablespoon of flaxseed.
1 teaspoon of flaxseed, but it's fine. You can take
1 tablespoon of rice, and just boil that to get the gel.
To get the gel.
So the starch basically.
It's the starch. Yeah.
Using the starch there. Okay, so using it with the moisturizer, vitamin E oil to apply, and there you go.
Yeah.
Sister Shagufta, what can our listeners do to find out more information about all your crazy and amazing home remedies that they can use at home? Where can we find you?
Oh, where can they find me? My number is 083 421 2930. My Instagram pages are 2. Number 1 is Expressions, start with X, Expressions_Shagufta. And the other one is Asli_K_organic by Shagufta.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for joining us, Sister
My
Shagufta,
pleasure.
and looking forward to our next conversation. Thank you for coming into studio, and you've
I
definitely...
think we need more time for
yes,
all the...
I think for next time we must get a whole show dedicated just for some
Inshallah,
remedies.
just for the people, for the benefits of the people. as well.
Absolutely. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah
Wishing you
so
all the
much,
best.
Zahir.
Alhamdulillah. There we go. That was Sister Shagufta Khan, our presenter, as well as our natural and home remedy, beauty care and health care practitioner, so to speak. I'm just creating a title for her, and I think she ticks all those boxes on it. But alhamdulillah. But up next, we're going to go to the lines to welcome